Hey everyone, back for Truck and Talk Thursday. Got a load. Let's see, what do we have here? We have, looks like graphite? I can't read what that says, but it's a box trailer. We're going from Arizona to California. So, let's get it started. Now, I made you guys sit through an hour video last time. I'm sorry, I promise I won't do that again. But, still got my truck, my Kenworth, through it all. Because I bought a garage and I didn't want to start from zero again, so I've been doing little brief hauls here. And I did go on vacation. So, you know, when I go on vacation, that means no trucking, so. Even though this really isn't my job, it's just for fun. So, and I enjoy the game. I really do love this game. So, speaking of work and vacation and all, you guys saw my cousin's house. If you watched my vacation spot, that video was cool. That's the first time I've ever recorded his house. So, but yeah, man, he did a lot to get that house. There was a time when, and he's a plumber, he owns his own business in Maryland, so there was a time when he would actually never stop working. He would only get 4 hours for sleep, which, phew, you do that, man, that's how you run yourself ragged. But he loved what he did, so, and he just owns his own business. At that time, though, I mean, that's when he bought the house. He had a Lincoln Navigator when it came out. He had a Cadillac Escalade ESV, the long one. He had a Hummer H2 with a supercharger on it. I mean, the guy was just working his butt off, and he had all these wonderful things, but, you know, at some point it's you gotta stop and you gotta enjoy your life. Because I remember him talking to me and a family friend at that time, and he was like, dude, I don't care how much money you have, I don't care how many toys you have, I don't care what you have, but you need to take time to enjoy that stuff. And that stuck with me for a little while. That was a few years ago. So, because I mean, I don't think anybody now has an H2 anymore. So, I mean, I still see the Humvee H2 driving around here, but, or there's one around here, but, you know. My brother got to borrow that for his prom. I got to borrow the Escalade for my 8th grade dance, and he also let me borrow a gold bracelet for an 8th grade dance, which was, or no, 6th grade, which was cool. He actually paid me $20 to put beer in the fridge. So, you know. But that was a while ago, and now he seems more relaxed. Well, actually, he really hadn't changed. Whether he had money or didn't have money, he was still the same guy, which I really admire. I really thought that was cool. So, but yeah, that was fun. Just sat there, just hung out, telling stories, didn't really go anywhere. Went in the pool because it was hot as ever on Saturday. So, and if you guys know me, you know I mostly wear jeans year-round, summer, winter. Mostly winter is when I wear heavier clothes, and then summer everybody else. Summer I usually wear a t-shirt and jeans year-round, dude. Because I get I don't really like the cold. Air conditioning sometimes is too much for me. Half the time I don't have it on in here. My room is actually the warmest room in the house, which is nice. So, but that was fun. Whoa! Yeah, getting too distracted. I hope you guys saw that. This is why they tell us don't text and drive, people. But yeah, good thing this is just a video game. So that was fun. Hung out for a good bit. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, got to listen to like their music. He's big into like 80s hair metal and stuff, and then played him some of my music, which was hilarious. Like, they didn't really say anything, but I could tell they didn't really care for it. But another thing, my last video, the hour-long one, the talking about my grandfather, when I had that song in the beginning, in the intro, I actually got a copyright notification for it. Which, okay, I thought I was doing okay because I was critiquing the song and telling about, educating about my experience, but I guess that doesn't really count as critiquing or education purposes. I used 50 seconds of a 3-minute song. But I don't really care, They're like, this doesn't go against your record, but we'll play an advertisement through your videos, or something about advertising through through that video, so they get revenue. But honestly, I'm not on YouTube YouTube isn't my job. It's just a hobby thing. So I was cool with that. I'm okay with that. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, Confederate Railroad needs money. Warner Brothers Music Group, they're probably doing okay, but Confederate Railroad, heck, most of those guys are probably dead by now, but it's whatever. I didn't argue. I didn't fight it. But that's the thing. Keep in mind, guys, whatever you put on YouTube, everybody can see. So that's why I try to be a little bit, that's why I try to stay away from the controversial hot button topics. So that's cool. Yeah, my game actually had to update today, so that's why this is going to probably be put out a little bit later. And then also in the future, I will be doing these videos. It will still be Truckin' Thursday. The only thing is, I'm going to pre-record them in advance, upload them to YouTube, and actually schedule when they come out. So let me know if that sounds cool to you guys. And then another big thing is, I am running out of topics to talk about, so if you guys want me to talk about something, personal, or maybe hobby related, or, just want my opinion on a certain subject, please feel free to leave a comment about that. So, and then I do need to clear one thing up. I was a little arrogant in the last video talking about how Paul Wooten would watch any of my videos. I could make a sandwich and he'd probably watch. I was just trying to be funny, but I know as I was watching that, it came out real arrogant, and I don't mean to be like that. I like you guys. I mean, shoot, I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you guys. I like doing YouTube. Like, I started out doing it because I like it, and now I like it. I do it because I know you guys like watching my videos, talking, commenting, and it's just a fun way to vent off steam, really. Let off a little bit of steam. So that's that. I'm also a little, feeling blue because the summer's winding down. Feel like I haven't really done anything this summer, but I guess I got some YouTube videos made. That's cool, I got to do my hobby. I didn't have to work for the summer. So I got to buy some stuff. I got to meet William Withers this summer, which is cool. And I'd like to go and hang out with each and every one of you guys, probably chill out with you guys, talk cars and stuff. But it's a fun experience when you meet, people who you subscribe to and then subscribe to you. I mean, William is just a down-to-earth, awesome guy. So can you hear it? There's the garbage truck in the background. It's garbage day where I'm at. So should probably apply the engine brake to this truck. Just have it on for, reasons. But I've also gotten better. I used to have my both hands on the wheel all the time when driving, and shifting was always a bit of a problem for me. And then I got into the habit of just having one hand on the shifter, one hand on the wheel. But then turning would become an issue, and it took a little practice. Sorry about the lag here. It took a little practice for me to get used to using two hands on the steering wheel and turning, because I'd overturn and stuff, which is never good. Oh, drifting. I want to be in this lane anyway. So, but as you guys just saw, I kind of like smacked up an exit sign, so that's not good. Coming on over. Yeah, I kind of got the lag down a little bit, cut the lag down a bit. Also, my computer's running a little slow, probably because of the update, but hey, you know, that's what happens. Yeah. So that's pretty much a good percentage of what I had to talk about. You know, I want you guys to feel free to comment. Let me know if you want my opinion on something. Sorry for the hour-long video. I mean, this is probably going to run like half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. It's going to be fairly long, but, you know, I think you guys will sit and watch this. Or I hope you... I mean, I know there's a few people, I think it was you, Joe, who watched the last one and commented. You know, that was a special. That was just a special. They won't all be an hour long, or an hour and 13 minutes, I think was the last one, but I'm surprised I could talk that long, really. So, I'm also getting some new Instagram followers. That's awesome for the hobby that we all love of diecast customization. I'm mostly a 1/64th scale guy. I did try and put together a 1/25th scale Dodge Challenger, or Charger actually, 7-inch Charger. There are pictures of that on Instagram. I've got the model kind of like painted, but I don't have it fully assembled. So, that's fun. I mean, I'd collect more of those if I had the space, and if I kind of had the patience and for putting those together. What would be nice is if like M2 or Hot Wheels or Jada or Greenlight, I know M2 makes model kits. What would be nice is if they actually kind of did it in like the white styrene plastic, because the Challenger I did was actually in white, and the cool thing was I spray painted it like a gold metallic, and just the way the plastic is, the gold just got in there, and it's like, it actually looks like a real spray, like a real car paint job. So that was cool. So some of my younger viewers, I want to ask you guys, you ready to go back to school? You know, whether it's elementary, high school, maybe college. Some of you guys might be going back to college classes. Me personally, I'm never ready. I could always use about, 6 months to a year off just to do things, I like my vacation. So, I mean, for me, honestly, there's never really enough time in the day to do all the things I want to do, but then again, too, there's never really enough money for me to buy all the things I want, which I know all of you guys are like that. It's like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do that. Well, I don't have the money. I'm sure some of you guys are probably like, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this, I can do that, Which, don't get me wrong, that's awesome if you can do it. But I also think, like I was told, that that's part of what makes collecting fun. You got to make the choice of what do you want, and what can you do without? What do you really want? Which is cool. And then also too, the way that I do it. William Winters told me this was his thing. He's like, yeah, half the time I'm not going to find what I'm looking for, so I'll find what So I try to find and help you guys out with what you want. And then in return, you'll probably, keep me in mind. Which is cool. That's what I do, One of the last big spending sprees I went on, which I didn't tape or anything, I ended up buying stuff for a couple of people because I heard they wanted these things. And, some people actually already had what I wanted, or what I was going to get for them because they couldn't find it. But works out. Now I got some extra, maybe some trade bait. I don't really do trading on here. I don't know. I've just heard too many horror stories about diecast trading, but I heard get references for people and talk to other people in the community. And if you really have reservations about trading with people, don't. So, I mean, I tried to work out a trade with somebody before, and they had what I wanted, but I didn't really have what they wanted, so kind of fell apart. But, that's the hobby, really. And also, there's like pieces that I'm still looking for that, came out before I collected that would be cool to have now. Like any of the Scarface stuff from Jada. The 164 Scarface stuff from Jada was awesome. They had his Cadillac. They had the Impala from when he was going to the hotel. They also have a 2-car set of The Sopranos, which is the Hummer and Tony's Cadillac Escalade, which I think are actually just recycled toolings, like old toolings that they had, because they look more like, gangster rap cars with the big rims and the, with the low profile tires and the deep dish rims. It's just cool to have. But also too, I think one of the things I should do is actually just buy one of the Cadillacs, like, start off with a 55 Cadillac, and then chop it, and then paint the interior, make it my own, make a custom of it, which would be cool, but I don't know if I've really got the skill to do that painting-wise. Cutting for me really isn't a problem anymore. I don't like using a Dremel. I use a jeweler saw with coping saw blades now. And you're probably going to be like, well, why do you use coping saw blades? Coping saw blades are actually really good because they don't, it's a 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. They're really thick blades. They don't break easy, but also too, you can't really. I still haven't found a way to do like fine detail cuts with a coping saw blade. Like I haven't cut doors off of a car yet. I've mostly made convertibles, or I made a convertible. So, where's my gas at? All right, I'm still doing good. Oh, not good. I'm still doing. Oh, that's actually scale. I might need to downshift and scale up. Go get weed. Guess not. Nope, that's a gas station. Sorry for the glare, guys. I know the graphics are great in here, so you probably can't see through that glare. So yeah, coping saw blades are cool, but just keep in mind you can't do fine cuts. So, and the other thing is you might want to grind them down. I haven't done this yet, but because they have like posts to secure the blade into the saw, they don't exactly fit in my saw frame. So I'll leave a comment if you want to see that too. You want to see my coping saw blades and my jeweler saw. But I plan on doing a couple more convertibles, and I plan on doing cutting some doors off. So, I mean, I like using my Dremel with the cutoff wheel. The only thing is, I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous with that because it's a machine that's out of your control and it cuts. I know a lot of you guys are like, well, saws are the same thing. I've never used like power saws before. I've only used like I've only really used my jeweler saw, my hand saw. I used a regular like hand saw to cut a tree down. Wasn't a big tree, guys. Don't sound so surprised. And that one really wasn't that deep rooted. I actually pulled that out by hand. So, you know, I just gave it a good tug and it came right out. So, that was close. I haven't hit anybody yet, which is good. So, I know you guys are like, don't say yet because you know it's going to happen. You're just cursing yourself. But also, I can't see through the sunlight either here. There we go, sun's hiding behind those mountains. I believe I'm in Arizona now. I'm not sure though. It all looks the same after a while. Not to offend you if you live in California, Arizona, Nevada, but to me in this game it all kind of looks the same. You know, it's mostly like desert terrain and stuff. Yeah, I should probably have headlights on. There we go. Oh, my phone's ringing. I have to get back to them in a little bit. I don't talk on the phone while I drive, so I'll have to see who it is. They'll probably leave me a message. I hope. Because that's like a friend of mine was calling me yesterday and I took a nap and he didn't leave a message, so I didn't return his call yet, but it's probably who I'm thinking of. You know, he probably wants to chill out with me this weekend, but I'm a little busy because it is my mom's birthday. William wanted to meet up, and he's like, hey, I might not be doing anything Sunday. You know, I might be hanging out. I might come down your way. And I'm like, ooh, impeccable time. And it's my mom's birthday. So I had things planned out. You know, my mom and brother were cool with it because my brother's kind of throwing my mom's birthday. But it's also why we went down last week. It was my mom's birthday that week. So, but you know, so William's like, oh, okay, man. Well, let me know what's going on. So I let him know what's going on. And he's like, he texted me today, he's like, hey man, sorry, I can't hang out with you, I need to work. And I'm like, oh, it's understandable, dude, don't worry about it. And he's like, thanks for understanding. And I'm like, I didn't text back anything, but I'm like, well man, what I'm thinking is, you know, if the shoe was on the other foot, you'd be the same way, dude. I texted, you know, family comes first, you need to, you know, stuff like that. You need to eat, family comes first. Because I know you guys, we all see each other as family, and we are at a point, but also too, you know, with me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have the same mentality, same ideas. This is a hobby. We can't let it take away from our other expenses, you know. If you have kids and a wife, or, you know, husband, you know, you gotta let them eat before you start shelling out money on cars. That's just how I feel, you know. I'm pretty sure you guys share the same ideas, same values, same opinions. So. So how do you like that, guys? I'm getting better at shifting. One hand on the shifter, one hand on the wheel, making these turns. It's the real deal. Now I just have a standard 6-speed shifter here. So I kind of am cheating here when it comes to like shifting, just to have a standard 6-speed. So I want to get one with 18, like a I want to get like a 18 speed shifter. I don't know if they make one for a computer. Chime in if you do. Also, let me know about price wise, but it's a good steering wheel. The Logitech G27. Still on the pricey side, even though it's been out for a few years, and they have some. What did I hit? They have some newer, more expensive ones out there, but you know, this was a gift for my birthday, and I bought the game around my birthday because my brother couldn't remember his like password to the Steam website that we buy this off. That I bought this off, so it's like, you know what? Nah, that was cool. My family all chipped in, bought me this steering wheel. And I do, you know, I'll play this religiously. Because I had a steering wheel before for, at that time it was like PlayStation 2, Xbox, and I had Midnight Club 3 for Xbox at that time. And it was cool for a few minutes, but it kind of wore off. You know, the thrill wore off. It wasn't fun. It wasn't, you know, I feel like such a ungrateful person for saying this, but, you know, the quality of this steering wheel is really more superior to that one. That one, everything, most of the components were plastic except for the stem holding the steering wheel to the pedals. Pedals were plastic. The wheel was actually like hard plastic. This wheel, it's there was no clutch, there was no stick shift. This wheel, it's leather, magnesium, I believe. Like the steering wheel itself is wrapped in leather. The middle of the wheel is magnesium. The pedals are magnesium. The rod for the shifter is magnesium. The boot, the little shifter boot, is leather. And I just enjoy it. I mean, there's something about playing a video game, driving with a manual transmission. Although it's more of like daily driving. It's not race driving here. It's more of just, you know, you kind of plan out what you're doing. You got to be attentive to what you're driving, how far the guy in front of you is. You know, you got to know when to slow down, when to like lower gears and stuff. But there's just something about it that I find enjoyable. You know, I find it relaxing now. And I try to drive just about every day, so. Ooh, I'm tired. And I'm about 12 hours away from where I need to be. I want to see how much more time's remaining on this job. They're saying I have 24 hours. Alright. I'll get down to about, you know, when I'm 9 hours away. And then I'll go find a place to sleep, like a parking lot in this truck, and then go sleep there. The reason why I do that, this is just a tip for you guys who play. I'm sure you guys all learned this by now. The reason why I wait till you are down into like the single-digit hours is because then you actually have more time to get to where you're going. It's kind of weird that way. Of course, this is all mostly highway, but there's not really. I mean, I might get lucky, find a gas station with a big parking lot, go rest. But yeah, I know I'm getting tired. Also, I don't like to pull off on. Oh, I'm going too fast. I don't like to pull off on on-ramps because that kind of takes you out of your way too a little bit. So this is a scale, so. Yeah, I got the engine brake on. Gonna actually put it in about 12. Try to coast up to gear. I know I'm probably racking my transmission here. Yeah, now it's in 9th. That's probably the perfect spot for it. Because they're probably going to want me to pull into the weigh station right now and go get weighed. Although I've been lucky and just been able to go right past them. See what they say. They say I'm fine, so no way. I play that game every once in a while. I play the way, no way, way, no way. Because there's a trucker on here that I watch. Her name's Allie Knight. It's the name of her channel. She's real cool. She's goofy. You know, I watch her drive pretty often because I actually did want to become a trucker. So I've always had that kind of, you know, attraction to truckers. There's just something cool about, you know, owning the open road and what I like to call a road beast. So. Alright, you guys probably see it, the gas station up on my right. I'm actually going to go in there and go take a nap for a little bit because I'm getting like tired and stuff. Yeah, I'm getting tired. It says I have like 10 hours to complete that, like the place is 10 hours away, so. I don't really like parking lots like this, truck-wise, because now I gotta like, oh, that's 6. Now I gotta back out and go next to this truck, which is not gonna be a fun, easy feat for me, because it's like dark and I don't know where my trailer ends and his trailer starts. But I got it done. Hey, there we go. Didn't even touch his. I'm going to go in this middle parking spot right here. So that way I don't really have like too much of a chance of scraping either truck. Because their car alarms will actually go off, which is a nice feature here. There we go. Alright, I'm back. It's daytime too, so I can turn the truck on, turn the lights off, put the truck in reverse now. He's still there, and then he's still there. Or she, he or she, the truck's still there, so. I noticed that, like, there's a lot of professions that people gender. Which really, at the end of the day, we should stop doing that. But it's just an old habit that's going to be hard to break. You know, you always think of a trucker, or I always think of a trucker as, you know, skinny guy, long hair, trucker cap. Sometimes I see, like, you know, I think of the, kind of what Hollywood makes us think of truckers. So, but there's all kinds of people in the transportation industry. That's what the, politically correct term is for it. how much time's remaining on this job. Oh. That's pause. That helps you like adjust your settings and stuff. Oh, that would have been real bad. How do I explain that? No, sir, I'm just looking at my GPS. Alright, so it's saying about 11 hours and 51 minutes left on this job. So. And it's saying I'll get there in about 9 hours. So about 2 hours left of time, which is good. I don't like to do that. I usually like having about 12 hours left on a job. After, you know, taking a... like sleeping, waking up, having 12 hours left on a haul, but sometimes that, you know, a lot of times that doesn't happen. That's ideal. So, you know, it's like having nose mirrors too. Those I had to buy for the truck, and I like looking at them. You know, they do help a little bit, just guide-wise, let you know where your nose is, and then also let you know kind of what's behind you, but I still need to use the driver's side and passenger side mirrors, especially when I'm coming over in the lanes and stuff. So. Speed limit here is 55. I'm doing about 49 because I just climbed up a hill. Going back up to 50 now. That's probably about where this truck's going to stay. Only thing is, why am I... oh, there we go. I was going to say, why am I the only one out here? Oh, that's inconvenient. I had to scratch my leg. Like, got a little itchy, so I had to like put one hand on the wheel and just keep applying the gas. Oh, okay, they must have heard me. There's more people out here now. Makes the job a little bit more interesting, you know. Well, whoever it was called me, didn't leave a message because my phone would have done something, would have like beeped or something. But I'll check and see who it was after I'm done recording and get something to eat. That's another thing. I try to make these videos like right now before lunchtime. Kind of gives me a good idea of how much time I'm spending. That way I can, you know, record the video, stop when I'm finished, go grab something to eat, edit the video after I'm done eating, and then upload it to YouTube. So, but I should use that scheduling feature more. I know some of you guys who do it from your phones are probably like, what is he talking about? I think it's strictly like a PC thing where it lets you schedule your time out. Otherwise, I think you guys might know what I'm talking about. Like when I do videos off my phone, before when I did, I used to just email them to myself, and then like it's like, your video is too long to send. Like, well, that's screwy. But I like to do a little bit of editing. I like to do some intros on this kind of stuff. You know, unboxings and stuff. I like to make it a little natural, you know. So. Somebody, I think that Zamac parking lot just posted a photo. I also get Instagram notifications from people I follow, so which is cool. I want to do that with more people because I hate missing photos and videos and stuff of you guys. I mean, it irks me when it's like, oh, they uploaded this photo so long ago. Man, that stinks. You know, so. Because I'm also one of those people where it's like, you know, I never like to miss a moment of anything, and then I'm checking my phone every time I get like a notification, unless I'm at school or, you know, working outside in the yard for my family, or you know, with my mom, or I'm, you know, playing this game. I don't know, it's just, this game steals a lot of my time, a lot of my attention, but I feel happy when it doesn't, so it's not really a real thief. Yeah, see, this is a turn I'd usually do with just one hand on the steering wheel, but since I pretty much am in a cruising gear by my standards, like the truck's not working super hard, I'll have both. Oh, okay, I gotta slow this down a bit. Well, there kind of goes what I was going to say. Speed limit's 40. I was doing about 60 till I slowed down. I usually have one hand on the steering. You know, I usually have both hands on the steering wheel, and then every once in a while I'll do like one-handed turns. But in this case, nah, probably not. It's probably the way you should drive is to, you know, get your truck up in the speed in gear and then put both hands on the wheel, so that way you have a precise idea of how much you need to turn and if you actually need to do hand over hand. Now, me personally, I've never done hand over hand in this game, so I don't know how that would work out. I know how to do hand over hand, even though I never took driver's ed because really there's no reason for me, but I know how to do hand over hand. My brother showed me that, so yeah. The wheel's also kind of small to do hand over hand on too. I mean, this is kind of like a racing, you know, this is more for racing games, not really like a truck simulator, so I mean, I think I'd need to have it be like twice the size to be realistic. There we go. I had a feeling he was going to jump right in front of me, so that's another thing, you know, driving a manual is hard. You got to be able to, like, well, not really hard because I can do it, but you got to be able to, like, gauge, and you have to be able to think fast on your feet with stuff like that, you know. Is this guy going to get in front of me? Is this lane going to end? How much time do I have to signal, like, right there? It's one of the things. And then also, you'll see, gotta use the rear view mirrors on the side. Because I don't want to smack up that guy's Cadillac. I also have those rear view mirrors that I hardly use, but maybe I should use them more often. Probably let me know what's on the side of me, but nah. These are also different views for the game, so. Oh, there goes my GPS. There we go. Now I do use the GPS that's also in the cab, but I like this little display over here. It's kind of easier to see, especially since I'm looking at the TV. So, you guys are seeing everything I'm seeing, so it's not like recorded. Oh, Gary's here. Alright guys, I'm going to actually stop this here now, so